Welcome back to GBGuns, another part in our wonderfully different mini-series where we go over guns that are different, that we've done full reviews of in the past, both tabletop shooting impressions and either written articles in Tactical Life Magazine, Ballistic Magazine, or AmmoLand.com, or any of our other outlets. But guns that pushed the limit and did something different that we appreciate them for that. Today is this little guy. Sorry, maybe you couldn't see it. The Diamondback DB9, quite possibly the world's smallest single stack 9mm. It's about the same size as the LCP. Itty bitty little pocket gun, chambered in 9mm. Coming up next on GBGuns. The DB9. Some people say the DB is for Diamondback. I say it's for diminutive blaster. These things are tiny, about the same size as the LCP, makes it the world's smallest, as far as I know, single stack 9. Now this is an older one, and when it came out, a lot of people criticized it, said, oh, it doesn't have a slide, you can't lock the slide open, it's got these itty bitty sights, everything was too small, too slim. That's because they were comparing it to other single stack 9s at the time, which is not really fair. This is more of a pocket gun that happens to be chambered in 9. The earlier ones also had a limit of 124 grain for bullet weight and were not plus P rated. The Gen 4, which is just a tad bit longer, just slightly on the very end, but has larger sights, actual usable sights. You see the difference there? They're actually Glock cut as well. It has a slide stop and is rated for plus P. Now, why would you want this? Well, it's a pocket gun in 9mm. So if you're going to carry a pocket gun, why not have a little more power and less expensive ammo than a lot of the 380s that were out there? I think this got kind of skipped over in the market because maybe not enough people paid attention to the improvements and changes made in the 4th gen. Also, by the time this came out, a lot of people had kind of settled on their fuller size single stack 9s, if you will. Pretty cool little gun. I think it's wonderfully different. It's certainly an accomplishment. Let's do some shooting with it. Little bitty guy. Pocket gun and 9mm. I can tell you right away, it's not the most pleasant thing to shoot. It's snappy. And also with such short travel, there's not a lot of room for air on ammo. I was just trying to refamiliarize myself with it using some Winchester Active Duty, the M1152 I think it's called. And I didn't like that stuff. That's a snub-nosed 115 grain. Put in some basic Federal 115 round nose and ran fine. If you want to know what defensive loads it'll eat, go back and watch our shooting impressions video of this gun from back the first time we reviewed it. But it is snappy. You get a little bit of sting in the finger. It's not meant to be a range gun. This is a pocket defense gun. I shoot it better one-handed just because, I mean, even with the Pinky Rest magazine, I'm barely getting 2 fingers on there to hold on to it. And that of course makes you want to squeeze, which throws shots left. So it requires some learning. I've got a piece of steel out there at just shy of 20 yards, not at our home range today as you can see, so don't have a lot of options, but wanted to run some through it. Try just pulling up and one-handing it, not exactly something I have a lot of training or time with, especially with this gun. But it does give you an idea of practicality, and hopefully will give me something to comment about. That was a miss, probably from squeezing. And it is biting my knuckle a little bit. I'm hitting just left from squeezing. So that's, as I said, a known issue with small guns, especially if you have large hands, is you end up squeezing, and as you squeeze the gun, it pushes left. Did get a little bit of slide bite on the knuckle, which happens. There's just not a lot of room for the hand. Is it actually accurate though? That's what we'll take a look at. So accuracy time for the little DB9. This being COVID, well, hell, let's just call it 2020. Getting a little slim on our nozzler. Gonna run the Archon 124 grain. These are hollow points, black nickel plated cases, which feed pretty nice. The Archon ammo, I believe, is Gecko, which is the same as Norma and Ruag, that mega conglomerate. So it's pretty good stuff. So got our bullseye out at 7 yards. I might take my time because this little guy stings. And let's see what such a short barrel can do. This little Diamondback. I'll zoom you in after my group to show you. And not my best group. The first shot was the one on the bullseye, and then from there it drifted left. That was from squeezing because it's a little tiny gun. And then I reminded myself, you're squeezing. Brought it back to the center with a little bit of vertical stringing because it is a long double action type trigger. So, is that a bad thing? Is this a problem for the DB9? No. It's a pocket gun. I was shooting at a little circle. If I wanted to hit a full-size torso or person at that distance, it would not be an issue. Would I take it to an Olympic bullseye match? No, but it's not meant for that. As a pocket gun, it works well, and if you've got an idea for a better pocket gun that's in 9mm that's this size, let me know, because I don't think they exist. It's basically an LCP size gun in 9mm. And a lot better shooting characteristics than the LCP. I mean, LCP is pretty rough. So that's what makes me think the Diamondback DB9 is wonderfully different. Thanks for watching.